everyone, welcome to today's podcast. I'm Sophia, and I'm thrilled to have you with us as we dive into a topic that's both exciting and inspiring dream businesses.
And I'm Mason. We're going to explore what makes a dream business and how to turn those big ideas into reality. It's going to be a fantastic discussion.
Absolutely, Mason. We all have dreams about what our ideal business would look like. Whether it's a coffee shop, a tech startup, or a boutique clothing store, imagining and planning can be both thrilling and challenging.
Right, but before we jump into our main discussion, let's start with a vocabulary preview. This will help you understand some key terms we'll use throughout the podcast.
Vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
Yeah, exactly. Vocabulary preview. Our first term is entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who starts and runs their own business. It's a person who takes on the risks and rewards of creating something new.
Exactly. Next, we have business plan. A business plan is a detailed document that outlines the goals of a business and the strategy to achieve them. It includes things like market research, financial projections, and marketing strategies.
Very important. And another term we'll use is startup. A startup is a new business that is just beginning. Startups often focus on innovative ideas and have the potential for rapid growth.
Great terms. So remember, entrepreneur, business plan, and startup. Keep these in mind as we discuss our dream business ideas today. Ready to dive into the conversation? Sophia.
Let's do it.
So, Sophia, what's your dream business? If you could start any business in the world, what would it be?
Oh, that's a great question. Mason, I've always dreamed of starting a community-focused bookstore and cafe. I imagine a place where people can come together to enjoy good books, coffee, and conversations. It would be a hub for local events and book clubs. What about you?
That sounds amazing. For me, it would be a tech startup focused on creating innovative solutions for remote work. I think there's a lot of potential to improve how people collaborate and stay productive from anywhere in the world.
Wow, that's fantastic. Technology is such a dynamic field with endless possibilities. So, what do you think are the first steps to turn that idea into a reality?
Well, the first step is definitely creating a solid business plan. It helps you clarify your goals, understand your market, and outline your strategy. Have you thought about what your business plan might include for your bookstore?
Yes, I have. I'd start with researching the local market to understand what kind of books and events people are interested in. I'd also look into finding a cozy location that's easily accessible. The business plan would include a detailed budget, marketing strategy, and even ideas for community events.
That sounds thorough. And how would you handle the financial aspects? A bookstore and cafe sounds like a big investment.
Yes, it would be. I'd need to look into securing funding, perhaps through a combination of personal savings, loans, and maybe even crowdfunding. I'd also want to be careful with budgeting to ensure we can cover initial costs and keep things running smoothly.
Great approach. And speaking of funding, one of the exciting aspects of startups is pitching your idea to potential investors. Have you thought about how you'd pitch your bookstore idea?
Definitely. I'd focus on the unique aspects of the bookstore, like how it's not just a place to buy books, but a community space. I'd highlight the potential for attracting local authors and hosting events. I think showing how the bookstore can become a beloved local spot would be key.
That's a strong pitch. Making your business stand out in a way that resonates with people is crucial. What about marketing? How do you plan to attract customers?
I'd use a mix of social media and local advertising. I'd also consider partnering with local businesses for cross-promotions and hosting events to build buzz. The goal is to create a strong local presence and word-of-mouth referrals.
Sounds like a solid plan. For my tech startup, I'd focus on building a minimum viable product, or MVP, to showcase our concept. I'd also engage with potential users to get feedback and refine our solution.
That's a smart strategy. An MVP helps validate your idea and attract early adopters. Plus, getting feedback early on can help you make improvements before a full launch.
Exactly. And one challenge with startups is navigating uncertainty. There's always a risk that things might not go as planned. How would you handle potential setbacks with your bookstore?
I think it's important to stay flexible and adapt. If something doesn't work out as expected, I'd look at it as an opportunity to learn and adjust. It's all part of the journey of building a business.
That's a great attitude. Being adaptable and resilient is key to overcoming challenges in any business venture.
I agree, and I think the excitement of pursuing a dream business makes all the hard work worthwhile.
Absolutely. There's nothing like the feeling of turning a dream into reality. And we've only scratched the surface of what it takes to build a dream business.
This conversation has been so inspiring. We've talked about the initial steps and the excitement of starting a business. But there's so much more to explore. Now, we're diving into the challenges and strategies for overcoming obstacles. Ready, Mason?
Absolutely. Sophia, tackling challenges is a crucial part of any business journey, and we've got a lot to cover. Let's start by discussing some common hurdles entrepreneurs face.
Great idea. One major challenge is managing finances. Starting a business often requires significant capital, and securing funding can be tough. Have you faced any financial challenges with your tech startup, Mason?
Yes, definitely. One of the biggest challenges was finding investors who believed in our vision. We had to prepare a compelling pitch and demonstrate that our solution had real market potential. It took a lot of networking and persistence.
That sounds intense. For my bookstore idea, I anticipate similar challenges. I'd need to secure funding through a combination of loans, grants, and perhaps even community crowdfunding. It's about convincing people that the business is worth investing in.
Exactly. And it's also important to have a solid financial plan. This includes budgeting for initial costs, ongoing expenses, and unexpected issues. Have you thought about how you'd manage your budget?
Definitely. I'd start by creating a detailed budget that covers everything from rent and utilities to inventory and marketing. I'd also set aside a contingency fund for any unexpected expenses. It's crucial to be prepared for financial surprises.
Absolutely. And another challenge is managing time effectively. Entrepreneurs often wear many hats, especially in the early stages. Balancing different responsibilities can be overwhelming.
I can imagine, for me, managing time would mean juggling tasks like setting up the store, organizing events, and handling customer service. It's important to prioritize and delegate tasks when possible.
Yes, prioritizing is key. One technique I use is creating a daily schedule and sticking to it as much as possible. I also use productivity tools to keep track of tasks and deadlines. It helps me stay organized and focused.
That's a great approach. I've heard about time management techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work in short, focused intervals and then take breaks. Have you tried anything like that?
Yes, I've used the Pomodoro technique before. It's really helpful for staying productive and avoiding burnout. And another tip is to set clear goals for each day, which helps keep you on track.
Good tips. Let's also talk about market competition. Entering a competitive market can be daunting. How do you plan to differentiate your tech startup from others?
Great question. We're focusing on our unique value proposition. We offer a solution that addresses specific pain points for remote teams. By highlighting these unique features and our commitment to customer support, we aim to stand out from the competition.
That's a smart approach. For my bookstore, I differentiate by creating a unique atmosphere and offering personalized services, like book recommendations and community events. It's about creating an experience that people can't get elsewhere.
Exactly. Differentiation is key to standing out in a crowded market. And it's also important to stay adaptable. The business environment is constantly changing, and being flexible can help you respond to new challenges and opportunities.
True. I'd stay updated with industry trends and customer feedback to make necessary adjustments. It's about being proactive rather than reactive.
Absolutely. Now, let's discuss another important aspect: building a strong team. Surrounding yourself with the right people can make a huge difference. What qualities would you look for in team members for your bookstore?
I'd look for people who are passionate about books and community engagement. It's important that they share the vision and values of the business. Also, having a diverse team with different skills and perspectives can bring fresh ideas and creativity.
Definitely. A strong team is crucial for success. For my startup, I'm looking for individuals who are not only skilled, but also enthusiastic about our mission. Building a positive and collaborative work environment is essential.
That's a great point. A positive work environment can boost morale and productivity. It's also important to provide opportunities for growth and development, so team members feel valued and motivated.
Exactly. And another challenge is marketing and attracting customers. It's important to have a clear strategy for reaching your target audience. What's your plan for marketing your bookstore?
I plan to use a mix of social media, local advertising, and community events. I'd also leverage word of mouth and build relationships with local authors and influencers. Creating a buzz before the grand opening would be key.
Sounds like a solid plan. For my startup, I'm focusing on content marketing and online presence. We're creating valuable content related to remote work and engaging with our audience through social media and webinars.
That's a great approach. Building a strong online presence can help attract and retain customers. And it's important to measure the effectiveness of your marketing efforts and make adjustments as needed.
Absolutely. Tracking metrics and analyzing results can help you understand what's working and what needs improvement. It's all about staying informed and agile.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground today, from managing finances and time to overcoming competition and building a team. It's clear that turning a dream business into reality requires careful planning and adaptability.
Definitely. And don't forget the importance of passion and persistence. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow.
Exactly. Now, we're diving into strategies for scaling your business and planning for long-term growth. Are you ready, Mason?
Absolutely, Sophia. Scaling a business is a crucial phase, and it comes with its own set of challenges and opportunities. Where should we start?
Let's begin with understanding the key aspects of scaling. One of the first things to consider is expanding your product or service offerings. How have you approached this in your tech startup, Mason?
Good question. For us, expanding our offerings means adding new features based on user feedback. We also explore partnerships with other companies to integrate our technology into their products. It's about finding ways to add value and meet more customer needs.
That makes sense. For my bookstore, I'm considering diversifying into related products like stationery and book-themed gifts. It's a way to attract more customers and increase revenue streams.
Exactly. Diversification can help stabilize income and attract different customer segments. Another important aspect is scaling your operations. As your business grows, you need to ensure that your operations can handle increased demand. How do you plan to manage this?
Scaling operations involves improving efficiency and possibly investing in better technology or systems. I'd look into optimizing inventory management and enhancing the store's logistics. Also, considering hiring additional staff might be necessary.
Definitely. Streamlining operations can prevent bottlenecks and ensure smooth growth. And speaking of staffing, hiring the right people is crucial. It's important to build a team that aligns with your company's values and goals.
Yes, I'd focus on hiring individuals who are passionate about books and customer service. Providing training and creating a positive work environment are also key to retaining talented employees.
Great points. And let's not forget about technology. Leveraging technology can significantly enhance your business operations. What technology solutions are you considering for your bookstore?
I'm looking into a robust point-of-sale system to manage sales and inventory efficiently. Additionally, integrating a customer relationship management CRM system could help track customer preferences and personalize marketing efforts.
Those are excellent choices. Technology can streamline processes and provide valuable insights into customer behavior. It's also important to continuously evaluate and adapt your tech solutions to meet evolving needs.
Absolutely. Another important aspect of scaling is maintaining quality while expanding. As you grow, it's crucial to ensure that the quality of your products or services doesn't diminish. How do you handle this challenge in your startup?
Maintaining quality requires setting clear standards and regularly monitoring performance. We have quality control processes in place and gather feedback from users to make improvements. It's important to stay committed to delivering a high-quality experience.
That's a great approach. I'd also implement regular checks and seek feedback from customers to ensure that the store's atmosphere and services remain top-notch.
Exactly. And let's talk about marketing strategies. As your business scales, you need to adapt your marketing efforts to reach a larger audience. What strategies are you considering for your bookstore?
I'm planning to expand our marketing efforts through targeted online advertising and social media campaigns. Hosting author events and book clubs can also attract more customers and create a strong community presence.
Those are great ideas. Scaling marketing efforts can help build brand awareness and drive growth. It's important to measure the effectiveness of your campaigns and adjust strategies as needed.
Absolutely. Analytics can provide insights into what's working and what needs improvement. It's about staying agile and responsive to market trends.
Another aspect of scaling is expanding to new markets. This could mean opening additional locations or targeting different customer segments. How do you plan to approach market expansion?
Market expansion involves researching potential locations and understanding the local market dynamics. I'd start by analyzing areas with a strong book-loving community and possibly opening pop-up stores to test the waters before committing to a new location.
That's a smart approach. Expanding cautiously and gathering data before making major decisions can help minimize risks. It's also essential to have a clear strategy for entering new markets and adapting to local preferences.
Exactly. And let's not overlook the importance of financial planning for scaling. As you grow, managing cash flow and securing additional funding may become necessary. What's your approach to financial planning in this phase?
Financial planning for scaling involves creating detailed forecasts and securing additional funding if needed. We're exploring options like venture capital and strategic partnerships to support our growth. It's important to have a solid financial plan to sustain expansion.
That's a great strategy. I'd also look into funding options such as business loans or grants. Maintaining a clear budget and financial projections will be crucial for managing growth effectively.
Exactly. And lastly, let's talk about long-term vision. It's important to have a clear vision for where you want your business to go. How do you envision the future of your bookstore?
I envision it becoming a community hub for book lovers, with a strong online presence and possibly expanding into other cities. I'd like to create a lasting impact by fostering a love for reading and supporting local authors.
That's a wonderful vision. Having a long-term goal can guide your decisions and keep you motivated. It's about balancing short-term objectives with a broader vision for the future.
Exactly. Now, we're going to reflect on what we've discussed and highlight some key takeaways. How are you feeling about wrapping this up, Mason?
I'm excited. Sophia, we've covered a lot of ground from initial business ideas to scaling and long-term growth. It's been quite a journey. I'm eager to review the key insights and provide our listeners with actionable tips.
Absolutely. Let's start with a recap of our journey. In part 1, we explored identifying your dream business and the initial steps to make it a reality. What stood out to you from that discussion?
What really resonated with me was the importance of passion and a clear vision. When you're starting a business, having a strong sense of purpose can drive you through the challenges. It's also crucial to research and validate your ideas to ensure there's a market for them.
Yes, understanding your target audience and their needs is fundamental. We delved into strategies for scaling your business. How do you think these strategies can impact a business's success?
Scaling is where a lot of businesses either thrive or struggle. Implementing effective strategies for expanding product offerings, optimizing operations, and leveraging technology can significantly impact growth. It's about managing increased demand while maintaining quality.
Definitely, and scaling isn't just about growth. It's also about sustainable growth. We discussed the importance of adapting to market changes and continuously improving your business processes. What do you think are some key factors to keep in mind during this phase?
Key factors include having a solid financial plan, maintaining a strong team, and staying agile. It's essential to regularly review and adjust your strategies based on performance and market trends. Flexibility and resilience are crucial for long-term success.
Exactly. We talked about long-term growth and planning. What are some of your top takeaways from that discussion?
One major takeaway is the importance of having a clear long-term vision. It guides your decision-making and keeps you motivated. Also, expanding to new markets and exploring additional revenue streams can help sustain growth. It's about balancing immediate needs with future goals.
Well said. Long-term planning requires foresight and strategic thinking. It's also important to focus on maintaining quality and building strong customer relationships. These elements contribute to long-term success and customer loyalty.
Absolutely. And let's not forget the role of marketing in sustaining growth. Effective marketing strategies can build brand awareness and drive new customers. It's essential to adapt your marketing efforts as your business evolves.
Yes, staying current with marketing trends and leveraging digital tools can enhance your outreach. It's about connecting with your audience in meaningful ways and staying relevant in a competitive market.
Before we wrap up, let's reflect on the emotional journey of building a dream business. It can be both exhilarating and challenging. How do you manage the ups and downs of entrepreneurship?
I find it helpful to stay focused on my vision and celebrate small victories. Surrounding myself with supportive friends and mentors also provides encouragement. It's important to manage stress and take time for self-care.
Absolutely. Building a support network and maintaining a positive mindset can make a big difference. It's a marathon, not a sprint, so staying resilient and adaptable is key.
We've covered a lot of valuable insights throughout this series. To our listeners, remember that building your dream business is a continuous journey. Stay passionate, be adaptable, and keep learning and growing.
Exactly. We hope this series has provided you with valuable tips and inspiration. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We're excited to see where your entrepreneurial dreams take you.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to reach out. We'd love to hear from you.
Best of luck with your dream business, and until next time.